Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. Been a couple days. Supposed to stream on Wednesday, but again got called into work, so had to skip that day, so we're back now. And what was I last doing? Right, yeah. Okay, gotta go do that. But yeah, oh, oops. How has everybody's week been? How have people been? 'Cause I've been pretty good overall. Yeah, as I always say, just, same soup, just reheated. I just keep on running into, like, everything. Uh, Assuming this is where I gotta go, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, barge boy, you know where I can find the doc's office?
Yeah, dock's upriver. Hop on the barge, I'll take you there.
Again, that dude's... His design reminds me of the demo man from Team Fortress 2.
Thanks for the ride.
Yeah, no problem, partner. Give a big howdy to that outlaw. I mean, the dock from me, would you?
Oh, he's dead.
Damn, they strung up Doc. How am I gonna get the surgery now?
That dude's
That
dead,
smells
dead.
like a setup. Yeah, where it is, stranger. You found yourself a steep. And you know Secto pays top moolah for their heads. So where is it, stranger? I ain't telling you squat.
Hope it's a little quiet. Let me bump it up a little.
Beat it out of 'em, boys. We want that 20 grand. Ah! Get ready to die! I got to find that doctor.
Oh, I want that. I want Boom Bat.
I needs to get to the doc's office.
I keep on hitting Y, thinking it's like reload. I'm so used to like every game having like where the X button on the Switch Pro controller. Like, what am I even trying to say? Where the X button would be on any other controller is where the Y button is. So I keep on hitting that, thinking that's like the reload. If I recall correctly, I think I'm supposed to just kind of like survive long enough until like a thing happens. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I can't even bounty them. Alright, well, I guess I'll just, just keep killing them. That, and then that. Yeah, I think I'm literally just supposed to just, like, last as long as I can. There's one of those, like, I don't think it's like a forced loss section, but I think it's something kind of like that. Yeah.
Alright, hold it, boys. Hold it. Now listen, stranger. Maybe we can work this out civilized like. Huh? We want that Steve too. So we could get it together and then split it down the middle. 50-60. That don't add up.
Bonk.
Hey, boss. Stranger's coming too. Yeah, that's him. That's the one that brought in Blister's booty. Well, if it ain't the big bad bounty hunter. So, stranger, all we need to know is, where's the Steve? Hold it. freak boy. Go! Get them pants off!
Oh, so he's freaky, huh?
Is that what I think it is? It's a goddamn Steve. He's been hiding his legs. Got no horns. Oh, bless this booty bagged by a Steve. He's the Steve. That ain't right. You think you can be like us? You think you can be normal? Skin that thing.
Oh, gee, I wonder what kind of commentary they're going for with this.
What the?
Oh, Wild West treating a, you know, a slowly, going extinct sect of people, saying you think you be us, you think you be normal. I wonder what commentary they're going for.
So now you know, but you won't live to tell the tale. I don't think so, you bow-legged freak. You're worth buku alive when I settle for you dead. Well, come and get it. Your mama did. Rip him up, boys! To pieces with him!
Alrighty. So yeah, the game like really changes this point onwards. Like it's a lot more like we're not doing like bounties anymore. We're no longer a bounty hunter. Get that all off. And yeah, Stranger was a Steve the whole time. I feel like the twist would be a lot more impactful, I guess, if the like wanted poster, or I guess if Strangers, like, you couldn't see his face the whole time, because I remember even like immediately seeing the like wanted poster in Stranger's face, I was like, hey, that looks like Stranger, and then like, oh yeah, because it sure was. Right, yeah, I got here. Just go down here? Yeah, just down here. God, you go so fast now. I don't really think there's many cutscenes up ahead, so I guess I can, you know, talk and gab a little bit more. Where am I going? Here we go. But I guess update on the, you know, further update on the moving saga if people are interested.
Don't eat me! I haven't seen anything so scary! What are we gonna do?
Yeah, update on the moving. Oh, oopsie. That's a fun one. It's just like, yeah, take the kids. Where am I going? Right, yeah, over here.
I can't believe we got a Steve in town. Shoot him up. There's a big bounty for that Steve. Hey, don't say that out loud. He can hear us. He can't understand us. He's a stupid Steve. That's as dumb as he be.
Just get this all off. But yeah, so, you know, the planned date was going to be the 6th, but turns out Buddy got some wires crossed and thought that we were moving in on the 6th, but no, the current tenants are moving out on the 6th. We're moving in on the 7th, so I gotta go down. And, I'll say after this.
I'm a Steve. I'll never be able to get back there. I need to find Secto before he finds me. Damn, I'm tired. Gotta get some rest.
Just right out in the open, huh?
Best to get moving.
Alright, yeah, so I gotta go down to the, like, cell phone carrier place and, like, because I got, like, you know, cell phone and the internet plan at the same time, so I gotta go down, get that, changed over for the new date, because I kind of fucked up, and the only way to change it from, like, remotely from your home, I accidentally deleted the tweet that had the stuff in
Wait a
it.
minute. You think that's it?
I'll,
No
say
way,
again
man.
after.
That's way too scrawny.
These are the guys that I stole the Pickle Rick bong from in, like, the second part.
Steve, you escaped! You escaped! Yeah!
Escape? Huh? It was yous that shot me down and helped me out?
That's right, it was us, dude, because we need your help to fight that Secto demon. His security forces have destroyed our lands, and they've stolen our waters, and he's paying them Walvarks to, like, shoot at us anytime we go where we used to live. It ain't right. And now he wants to kill us all.
Secto. That sicko's got a price on my head. Gonna need a boat to get up river and reach his dam. Yous guys got a boat?
Uh-huh, because hidden in a waterfall cave is a great steep boat. One problem, though. You must get past that Walvark facility to get to the cave. And them Walvarks, they're really dangerous, dude. Here, take this. It is armor worn only by your elders. They disappeared when that Secto ass came along. And wear it proudly for them, for their memory. And they'd be proud if you just beat his ass.
The writing in this game is so funny.
Yeah, it's still kind of scrawny for a Steve, though, don't you think?
Sick. Alright, cool. Well, we're all upgraded now. But yeah, basically what happened was when I, tried to... Are those sting bees? Give me, I need some sting bees. Any more? These things have such a small hitbox, it's so hard to hit them sometimes. Alright, good enough. But yeah, when I was setting up my, like, new phone and stuff, you know, I was changing over my, like, recovery stuff to, like, the new numbers, so my inbox, text inbox is getting, you know, flooded with, like, oh, here's your verification code, use this, here's a verification code, like, you know, like, just text like that. And so, when I was going through and deleting them all, I assumed that the two that were from, like, you know, the carrier place I got my new stuff from, I assumed that they were just, like, you know, like, oh, hey, here's some offers, yada yada, like, stuff like that. No, turns out the two text messages were actually one for setting up the My Rogers account, which is kind of important. Only way you can really do that conveniently, and then the other one was for a text saying that the appointment was booked, and if I needed to do any scheduling, that's the text that I would use to
Big Steve,
change it.
Hey, you got an ammo breeding bag now. That's way cool, because if you get up there and you find Walvarks, you bounty them up now, it turns them into live ammo food, and then they'll breed faster for you, man. More ammo. Way to go.
I love the way that they talk, they're so funny. Cool. Howler Punk. I need more. No, I'm full. So I gotta go down there, get that all sorted out, which, because there's no way that they can't, like, get that stuff changed in person. Like, I think it would be preposterously insane if they could only do it through a text message. I was gonna go do it today, but then I was like, huh, you know what? I went and did it on Tuesday. I don't know if the guy that helped me out is working on like Fridays, mainly only work like, you know, X amount of days in the week.
Listen up.
So,
We just got word of a Steve sighting from some clackers. Now, if you see it, shoot it. Secto, the big kahuna will pay you some serious
can I get you down?
for it.
No, I think these guys are dead, like dead. God, I lose my train of thought so easily. Yeah, I was gonna go do it today, but one, I slept in because I was up really late last night, and secondly, I guess I'm not really looking for money anymore, am I? Oh well.
That's right. It's that
I figured it'd probably be better to just go do it on Tuesday. So, you know, I will just go and do that on Tuesday.
while you're at it, stop by and check out.
Don't worry. So yeah, now instead of getting money, we just get ammo instead, which, I don't know, I kind of like that personally. I feel more inclined to use the ammo types that, like, kill instead of fatigue. I think it'll just replenish whatever ammo you're, like, missing, and it'll prioritize, like, whatever's lowest. I didn't really use these, did I? Can get some more. Yeah, so that I wanted to talk about was, I very recently, I say recently, like in the last year or so, I've been really getting into just, like, comic book stuff, particularly Marvel. Gee, I wonder what launched about a year ago that would spur me on to get more into those. A game, perhaps? Maybe. So, you know, I've just been, like, starting to, like, read comics, consume the, like, other types of media, stuff like that. Yeah, I feel like this is probably better. And recently I learned about, in like the 1960s, there was a ton of different Marvel cartoons, and some of them are on YouTube, and I started watching some of them. Particularly the one that I watched was, because I really like the character Namor, the Submariner. He's, you know, I just think he's a really cool character. I'm always particular to, like, water and aquatic themed things. Also, why, like, I honestly, like, kind of like Aquaman. I think he's a fun character. But yeah, the 1966 Namor cartoon is, to put it lightly, absolutely fucking hilarious. Like, unintentionally so. Because every single frame of that cartoon is so insanely, like, cursed looking. It is so funny. The one episode that's on YouTube that's in, like, the best condition of all the videos, there's one that is, sorry, let me get this one. Okay. But yeah, it has to do, I read in the comments that apparently it's an adaptation. Yeah, no, they're so funny, honestly. Also, hey man, how's it going? I remember you from last night. But yeah, it's like classic Namor, so like, he just kind of looks like just like a white dude in like a, in like a green Speedo. And like a Spock haircut, and he looks so funny. It's really interesting going back to these really old legacy designs after like how much they've been updated over the years. But the episode is like, apparently it's an adaptation of like two. Yeah, no, I'm glad to see you back again. But it's an adaptation of two of the Fantastic Four comics, like, merged into one. But the Fantastic Four aren't in either of them, and it's just so, like, bizarre that they just decided to do that, and, like, you know, animation is just a very expensive process. It's a very laborious process, but like, man, these cartoons are, they're shoestring budget to say the least. There's so many frames. Or not frames, but so many, like, moments in the cartoon where it's like, it just stays on one frame and only the characters' mouths are moving. Like, it's not like Clutch Cargo Cheap where it's literally just a frame and they, like, rotoscoped, superimpose like the mouths over the like frame, but it's like, yeah, it's getting there. It's rough. Let me get this out. Where was that? There we go. But yeah, I was up very, very late last night watching those, because I just happened to find tons of them on YouTube. Granted, only like one of them was actually, I'm like, I should really do this instead. Only like one of them was in like, you know, really, really good quality. The rest were like, you know, pretty rough. But like, you know, for a cartoon from like the 60s, you know, preservation wasn't really a thing back then. Yeah, that's the thing too that I noticed. They look a lot like comic like panels, which I think is kind of neat, honestly. Because I know that the Fantastic Four cartoon was done by Hanna-Barbera, so there's, you know, quite a bit more production value. Where is he? I need to like shake this off. Also, I love the intros from those cartoons because they're so, again, corny, but like I kind of miss when comics were like all really kind of silly and like goofy. I like modern day comics quite a bit. You know, there's a lot of great storylines, but I kind of miss when things were just, you know, a little bit more hammy, a little goofy.
Hey, we got some trouble out on the docks. Take him out fast. I gotta get back to my
Where am I going? Here?
Gotta fight through this place and get to that boat.
Here? Yeah. Yeah, here we go. You know, now that I got boom bats, I kind of want to use those. Yeah, I love the Iron Man one. Because I wasn't sure what I was going to expect, but I love, like, the kind of, like, jazzy, kind of, like, retro future, like, for lack of better terms, infomercial sound to it. I think it's, like, really, like, fitting. I think it's just really fun. I think it's really cool that a couple years ago, they put, like, all the theme songs remastered on YouTube. Like, I'm assuming they're, like, the master, like, archival recordings, because I think it's just, like, really cool having that kind of stuff readily available for, like, anybody to just enjoy. Because it's, like, I'm trying to think of, like, the instruments that you use, but I don't know many instruments, but that, like, ding, 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 like, I guess, like, a radio jingle kind of sound to it. But yeah, I think those are just really fun and, like, just kind of neat. Just such a different, like, not genre, but, like, a different era of comics. And, like, again, contrasting, like, the Hulk especially. The Hulk is such a, like, in practice, like, really grim, kind of, like, disturbing character with everything that, like, the Hulk story has, like, gone through and, like, all the different, like, things they've added, like, you know, Green Door, One Below All, like, all that stuff. And then you go back and Doc Bruce Banner, pelted by gamma rays, turned into the Hulk, ain't he as gamma rays? Like, it's just, it's so, like, fun. But yeah, if you did want to check out the Namor cartoon, I'm pretty sure all the cutscenes are available, or cutscenes, episodes, I don't know what I said cutscene, but yeah, the episodes are all available on YouTube, and there's only one that's in like really, really good like recording quality, and that's the one where like every like frame is just, it's so dense, there's so much like going on, or I guess not much going on in some instances, but like there's this one part where like they reuse the same frame of Namor just like riding on like Doctor Doom's like space jet, and they just use that frame 3 different times, like back to back to back, and it's so funny. Get these guys. These fuzzles literally do nothing to that. Yeah. I think the only thing that kind of like sucks going forward is I feel like I use the like utility ammos in this way less, like the chip punks and stuff, or the stunks, because it's like, well, I could like stun them and get them down, or I could just immediately kill them and then beg them for more ammo. I guess the stunks still have a bit of use because it's like big area stunning, but like yeah, the chip punks are like, I have like no need for them anymore. I'm just kind of sad. I think they're kind of funny. I like them a lot. I need to bag these guys so I can get more of my health back. There we go. Can't jump over that. I can't believe I missed both those. Yeah, last time I played this was when I was like back in like middle school, like well over, oh gosh, how would it have been? 13 odd years ago, something like that. So I don't know if I'm going to like finish this like by tonight. There's still, I usually stream for about like 4-ish or so hours, so I don't know if there's like 4-ish hours left. I may end up just having to do like a short little one after this to like wrap it up next time I stream, but you know, still got the rest of the night to go. I really should be using these more too. Get out of here. Come on. Sorry, let me check something quick. Okay, we're good. Sorry, I thought I just heard like knocking at my door. I need more thud slugs. I'm running low on them. I'm running low on them as I continue to just use more of them. We must stop eating cried Toad as he ate another. Did I get more? Oh, like 2 more.
Okay, boys, let's contain this thing. Give me a 40-degree field of suppression.
Do I have boom bats? I do. Yeah, I'm heading down here. Man, I feel like I had like so much more to like to talk about, but like every time like I'm about stream, I'm like, alright, yeah, I think I want to talk about like this today, and then that, and I'll like, you know, do this and that, and then like once I start streaming, I just like forget everything like I've ever wanted to talk about.
Hey, Strange Steve dude! I heard you were coming, man, and you made it! Look at it, you made it! You had to make sure before we gave you the boat.
Sure of what?
You're kind of small for a Steve, you know? But, only, Steve could make it past them wall marks like you did. Must have been really cool to see. But anyway, only a great warrior like a Steve gets a really cool Steve boat like this one. And it's our only boat, man. So
It's true, yeah.
take care of it.
That ain't a boat. That's a scrap of junk.
It's a great boat. You'll see, dude. Look, we'll fix it for you, man. We'll get it up. It'll be better. The village is under attack. They're back. Secto's demons forces are back to stomp our heads into the ground like grapefruit.
Yeah, save. No, I love these little guys. They're so funny.
Help us, man. You're the only Steve we've seen since Secto came. And who knows what he did with our old Steve, but the only one who has a chance of defeating his forces and bringing back our water is you. You're our only hope, man. So, go out to the tunnel, and there you'll find how to get to our village. And hey, that boat, it'll be waiting for you, all fixed when you get back. It should be.
Cool. Yeah, the riot slug. I love, because I already, like, I love the thud slugs, but then just giving me, like, an upgraded one, it's like, alright, it's over for all of you fuckers now. We're officially just like, yup, time to, like, take no prisoners. Did I get an increased capacity for them? I did. Oh, yes. Yeah, because, like, I don't know if you ever played this before. It's a really, really, really cool game. It was originally on the original Xbox as, like, a really late, end-of-generation title. It's, from the Oddworld series, so if you ever played, like, Munch's Odyssey, Abe's Odyssey, same series as that. Cool. Oh, oops, I accidentally killed that guy. Okay, he's good, he's just on fire. Yeah, this game is insanely cool. It is, I think, one of the absolute best, like, narratively driven first-person shooters I've ever played. Like, I love the original Half-Life. That is a game I hold very, like, close and near and dear to my heart because, like, I remember playing through it all over the course of, like, one summer when I was younger. So it's one of those games that, like, I always go back to, like, almost every year. And I put this game's, like, narrative and story on, like, the same level as that. Like, it's that good. But earlier in the game, it's more of like a Wild West, like, cowboy sort of setting. Like, basically, you're a dude called Stranger, and you're going around begging and tagging bounties and outlaws to pay for, like, a surgery that you need. It's kept really, like, under the wraps what it is. Yeah, no, Oddworld has some of the best narratives of, like, all of their games. I don't think there's a single game that in the Oddworld series that has like a poor story. Like, at the absolute worst, the story is like just fine, and it's still better than like most games. But in this, so like trying to save like moolah, just literally called moolah, to pay for like a life-saving surgery that you need, and then through. Yeah, the game, like, really tonally changes once it's revealed that Stranger is a Steve. Yeah, you learn you're actually a Steve, a, like, type of creature that's been, like, hunted to, like, basically extinction, and you're trying to, like, get a surgery to pay this guy to, like, remove your, like, hind leg, so, in that, like, one guy's own words, you can be normal, you can be like them. Obviously that goes tits up. That's no longer an option, and now it turns into, from like an outlaw cowboy type of game to like a military assault, good versus evil, like nature versus like evil giant company. I'm gonna die. One sec. There's a lot going on. Oh, oops, it's okay. Sorry, man. Where'd he go? There he is. I feel bad, I keep on, like, accidentally fucking hitting these guys I'm trying to save. I don't think they really care, which is, like, nice. Yeah, no, this game has a very, like, poignant story and message in it that, like, again, like, it's still relevant, like, even to this day. I love it a lot. I remember this being, like, because again, like, I played this when I was, like, a little kid, so I didn't really pick up on a lot of the, like, big messages that the game had, but even just playing it, I was like, yeah, I feel like there's, like, good message in this. Good, like, twists and turns, too. Hey! Oh my god. That one has boobs. Because in the original game, the audio mixing for this was like a lot better. Now with this, they kind of just overlap all the voices.
So, you gotta go up the river, find the stealer of the water, the thief bastard, break the dam,
The thief
and break
bastard.
all the dam that stops the water. That's what you gotta do. And then no more fish on the market.
Yeah, these little guys, I believe they're called grubs. They're literally just called grubs, and I love them. They're so, like, funny. Because because again, it's just what Oddworld does, I think is so funny, where it's like, you have, like, these people have, like, a very, like, classic indigenous way of life, very, like, traditional old world, but then you have them talking, like, modern, like, servers, like, where they're like, yeah, dude, go up the dam and, like, get that, like, bastard thief guy, and it's, like, it's so fucking funny. It's so good. Oh, and yeah, they said the boat would be fixed, so I'm assuming, yeah, we just come back here.
Steve, dude, the boat is all ready for you, man. Oh, and we heard them Walvarks plan on invading Last Legs. That's really bad. That's our last great, city, like, hangout. Kind of more like a village condo, but anyway, if we lose Last Legs, we'll have no chance, man. We're goners. Now, go out to the gate and follow the river, upstream, and it will lead you to Last Legs, and there you'll find Secto's dam.
Yeah, city or, like, condo or, like, whatever. Like, it's so good. And some sweet armor. Alright, use boat, press Y button, enter, and exit boat. Once in the boat, use left stick to move it. The turret will fire automatically. Thank God. I hate trying to, like, pilot a vehicle and also, like, use the, like, any kind of mounted gun at the same time. That shit's annoying. This was not where I was supposed to go. Where is it? Notification settings. Yeah, get out of here, please. I'm busy gaming. Where's my hungry ass going? Yeah, right, over here. Yeah, this sure does feel like a boat, too. There we go. Oh, I think if I'm in third person... Yeah, if I'm in third person, I go way faster. I was like, oh my god, there's no way it's gonna make me go this slow the whole time. God, my lips are so dry right now. I was not able to whistle that entire time. You know, not to just sound like what I was talking about on Mike's stream last night about Finny, but, damn, this water is really pretty. Yeah, right, like, that too, I like how this game contrasts, like, the big, literally explosive, like, action set pieces with just, like, these really nice, just, like, traversal, segments where you're kind of just, like, going from place to place, taking in... Like, because this place takes place in Western Oddworld, where I believe Abe and Munches takes place in Eastern Oddworld, so it's, like, really nice in this series having, like, again, like, a nice contrast of, like, going from, like, the kind of, like, hard industrial aesthetic that I, like, love of Abe and Munch's Odyssey. I guess in Munch's you go into nature a lot as well, from time to time, but yeah, like, just, there's way more, like, nature in this one. And it's been a long time since I've played the original version, so I'm sure it doesn't look as good as I remember it being. And I believe this is based off of the PS3 HD port that they did, you know, X amount of years ago, I think back in 2010, I think it released. And then they ported it again to the Vita, and then they did it to mobile. This game kind of just came out on, like, every single platform, like, imaginable eventually. This is the Switch 2 version, because right now... So, like, my whole goal with streaming, the idea is that, you know, if I have the original hardware, if I have the games, I'll prioritize playing it that way. You know, if I have to emulate them, like, yeah, I'll do that, because some games are just preposterously expensive now. Yeah, no, and it's not terribly expensive. It's on Steam, and I don't know if it's just because it's not, like, well optimized for Windows 11, or if I just had some weird settings ticked, but, the way that I beat it originally was on the PC version. It used to run really, really well on my old PC, but then I had the gall, the audacity to upgrade everything, and then it started playing just in, like, 10 FPS, really, really bad, so that's why I was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna stream this, I only have my Switch 2 right now. We have one more copy in my company. Oh, I'm fucking dead.
Got him, I got him! Die, you filthy beast!
But yeah, you know, we had one copy left in my company. Which, also, by the way, I guess, since the first time here, yeah, I guess I'll let you know, I work at, like, a local video game store, so, like, I am Mr. Video Game. I work with them, like, all day, and it's so fun working in a game store, because you learn about so many games that you just never knew about before, or you just learn about weird, neat things that you just wouldn't have known otherwise. My god, there's so many explosives. Explosions, not explosives. Yeah, we had one more copy in my company, and because of my, like... Are you still alive?
Got a boat. Now's to
What?
head upriver, then sec.
Oh, he just fucking shrunk into nothing. Like, sure, yeah, okay, man. Whatever. Make and manage my phone calls. I'll go, fuck, yeah, he's fucking melting. He just... I thought he was sinking, but no, he turned fucking tiny. God, that was really funny. That, like, completely brainwiped what I was talking about. Right, yeah, my employee discount. It was actually cheaper to get it physically than it was digitally by, like, a couple bucks. So I was like, you know what, I might as well just get it physically and have it readily available. So I did that, and yeah, this plays like a dream on Switch 2. It is so nice. I don't know how it would play on Switch 1. I imagine it probably wouldn't play in 60 FPS. Maybe. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, you know what, maybe, because I know that if you leave the dudes on the ground long enough, they, like, break down and, like, decompose, basically. Like that one other dude, he was kind of turning, like, invisible and red. And so... Let me get this. So yeah, maybe they, like, tried to make it look like he was, like, sinking into deep water. But, like, we were on the shore, so, like, it just looked like he was fucking shrinking instead, and it looked really funny. Yeah, sorry. I get on, like, so many, like, side tangents, and I have I don't think I have short-term memory loss, but I'm starting to suspect I might have short-term memory loss, because I will just be talking about something, and then in the middle of my sentence, I will literally just forget what I was talking about. Now, is that short-term memory loss, or is that just raw stupidity? We don't know. I haven't gone and checked yet. But yeah, all my, like, games, consoles, like, literally everything, like, basically everything I own is all, yeah, it's one of those things where it's, like, not diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't mind actually going one day and being like, hey, doc, run some tests, let's figure out everything that's, like, wrong with me, because I would really like to know, just so I could be like, oh, that's just how my brain is, it's not a me problem. Cool, nice. But yeah, all my, like, games, figures, everything, basically everything except for, okay, let me think, the chair I'm sitting on, my PC, my desk, my Switch 2, because it's really, really small and convenient to just have, like, in a little carrying the suitcase pouch thing. Oh, I love these guys talk. I love these guys' dialogue.
Last legs, and he blocked the path up the river. You need to find our leader, and she's pinned inside the temple in the city, and she'll know how to get past them Lovarks if you find her.
Well, best be getting up there, then.
Alright, I'm really stupid and I don't listen to people when they talk to me. Where am I going at Last Legs? I'm assuming Last Legs is just, like, up the river here. I'm going to assume that. But yeah, all my stuff's in, like, a storage unit right now because I'm moving from a not super great living shared space situation, moving in with, like, one of my best friends, which because again, like, my memory is horrible. I always figured, I was like, yeah, we've known each other since, like, kindergarten. But no, turns out his mom let him know that me and him have known each other since preschool. Even he was like, really? Since preschool? Like, we were in the same preschool class together, which is, like, insane. And yeah, because, you know, 1-8 just kind of had, like, I guess you call it just kind of a last straw moment where I was like, yeah, I need to, like, just get out of here. So messaged my buddy, asked him about this one place that he was telling me about, like, half a year prior. I was like, hey, is that place open for rent? Don't care how much it is, I'll just go in there. But he's like, oh, that place isn't ready yet, but I'm moving back to my, like, you know, father's old 2-bedroom condo. Mortgage is fully paid off. Everything was ready to go. They were basically just, like, renting it out at that point because his father, you know, unfortunately passed away about 2-ish or so years ago, I believe. So, you know, they had the mortgage fully paid off, had the property, so they were just kind of renting out, and he was like, yeah, I'm planning on moving in back there in October once the current tenants are out. Would you like to be my roommate? And he quoted me, so I don't know where you are in the world. I'm in Canada, so prices may be like a little bit like different, but I asked him, I was like, well, what would monthly cost be? And for condo fees and utilities, because we would just split everything halvesies, he said it would only be $450 a month, which you can't even get a studio apartment for $450 a month where I live. So I was like, yeah, done, easy, easy peasy. I will absolutely roommate up with you. And you know, we've been, you know, really good friends since, like, again, preschool, so I'm very confident that, like, yeah, this is gonna be just way, way better for me emotionally, mentally. Can I get in this boat? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's so crazy because, like, when what happened, it was very emotionally explosive, I guess I would put it. And my friends and both coworkers, you know, all my coworkers are my friends, but where am I going? Can I fit through there? I can't.
Gotta get up above the gate and find a way to open it.
Where is my hungry ass going? But yeah, all my friends' coworkers, it was kind of crazy, like, when they had heard where I was like, yeah, like, this all happened, this is, like, what's going on. Literally, all my friends and coworkers were, like, relieved for me. They're like, you know what, I'm glad that you're, like, finally getting out of there, and, like, you're not gonna have to, like, deal with all this anymore. Oh, my stupid ass. Yeah, I was like, well, I can't fit my boat through there, so I, you know, can't go there. But no, I go through here, go up around the bend, and then then I open the door, okay. God, my hungry ass would not survive in Last Legs. Yeah, no, the last, like, two and a half years that I've been here, it's just been rough. I just have not... I won't say this has been, like, the worst period of my life. My fucking hungry ass. Oi! I accidentally, like, completely paused the game. I see you, you fucking bot. One sec, let me, Wait, is that even showing up in the Twitch chat? Hold on, wait. I may have just reacted for no reason. Well, let me pull up my stream manager here. Okay, so I'm still kind of new to streaming. It's, yeah, in OBS it says, like, possible ban evader restricted, so I think only I can see that. Okay, yeah, so I just, like, I completely broke my train of thought for, like, no reason. Oh, I'm fucking dying. Okay, I gotta Austin Powers him. I gotta hide behind the tree. Okay, good. So, it's good to know that when it says, like, restricted like that, I can just be like, whatever. Pox upon you and your family, woe, plague be upon ye. No, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's been, like, the lowest point of my life, but it's definitely been a little unpleasant, to say the least. He was, like, glitching out right there. So yeah, like, especially just ever since, you know, I got confirmation where it's like, hey, yeah, we're moving, this is, like, the date, this is the stuff, yada yada. It's just been, like, I've just felt better. And I'm, you know, just glad for that. The only thing that kind of sucks, though, is because the living situation, basically it's, like, you know, with, like, family, and I'm planning on, like, just being like, look, I'm sorry, I just don't feel like a part of this family anymore. Like, I just feel no familial love here. Okay, there's no dialogue during that. Oh, yeah, something I love in games so much, so much. I don't know why it's like this, but one of my favorite areas in any game is snowy area with like snow lightly falling. Top 3 like atmospheres of all time. This game does it. The first Borderlands does it. If I recall correctly, it's Pikmin 1 that does it. I can't remember what Pikmin 2. God, this is so pretty. I love this. This is like one of my favorite areas of the entire game. I love this so much. So much. It's just, oh, I love it. I gush about this game, like, a lot, because it, I think, very deservedly should be gushed about, because this game, alright, let's see, has amazing gameplay, amazing story, great world design, a good message behind the game and its story, and just, like, I know I'm gushing a lot about just this one area, but, like, this is, like, peak what I like in games. I need to, like, run and, like, heal. I can't heal, I have no stamina. Because what other games does, like, snowy area like this? I know Borderlands 2 starts out in a snowy area. Kirby 64, I'm pretty sure, yeah, has Shiverstar Galaxy. Is it Shiverstar Galaxy or Shiverstar Planet, or is it literally just called Shiverstar? I have not played Kirby. Yeah, no, I was actually just thinking that, because again, like, I haven't played since middle school, but, the wooden, like, I don't know what these are called, I'm just going to call them, like, jacks, these wooden jacks, the, like, it's like, this is very, and, you know, the nested snipers, it's like, yeah, this is very D-Day, that get very, that's a good, like, thing you point out, because, again, little kid, didn't really pick up on that, but now that, like, I'm replaying this, I'm like, wow, yeah, this is, like, again, just, like, all the things that, like, the game kind of touches on, that it's very, like, good, really cool, like, imagery to have that. Do I need more of you? Okay, hole 4, thank you. It's, right, that's how I reload again. I always forget that you can manually reload in this. I usually just kind of let the clip empty. Just spray and pray, honestly. I feel like spray and pray is just the best option.
Guess I best make my way to the temple where the rebels.
I love that the game just has a a dedicated what does stranger think of a certain, like, situation at the moment button. Just,
I gotta make my way to the rebel headquarters.
I keep on getting cut off with this dialogue. I'm going to assume I get the last 2 upgraded ammos from the lady when we rescue her. Right? Anytime a game has just a dedicated yap button, it's like, it's so good. What other games do that? Blanking. Get me out of here. Blanking already now, but there's one that's like on the tip of my tongue where I'm like, yeah, this game does it well. The only one I can think of, like, right off the top of my head, no, like, audio dialogue, but, Dragon Quest V on the DS has, like, a party talk, function. Oh my god! Bye, I guess? Holy shit. Yeah, stuff like that's awesome. I love that. I love that a lot because it gives a feeling of, like, actual progression in the world where, like, you feel like you're actually, like, making an impact on, like, what you're doing and the things that, like, you know, are happening. No, before I got fucking distracted by those guys turning into, like, blended mincemeat, the one game that I can think of off the top of my head is, yeah, it's funny that you bring up RPGs, because this was, like, where I was kind of thinking of with that, is, Dragon Quest V had, like, a party talk function, where every, like, you know, monster character you could, like, tame would have special dialogue, and all the, like, different party members that you could get would too. Now, the party members had, like, actual contextual dialogue, but, all the, like, monsters would just say the same things, like, over and over again, which, honestly, I think has a bit of charm to it. Because, God, there's one that, like, sticks with me so much, I believe the enemy, they're called the Brownies. They're the little hooded guys with, like, the hammers. I love their design, so immediately when I learned that you could tame one and have it as a party member, I was like, okay, yeah, wife that I just married in-game, you sit in the carriage. I want the brownie to be with me. I want him to be, like, my, like, battle partner. And literally all he would say to everything was just, it's been donkey's years since I've done some thumping. And that has, like, always stuck with me a lot whenever I'm in my, like, darkest moment. Whenever I feel like nothing can go right, when I'm at my, like, lowest, I look up at the sky and I just think, it's been donkey's years since I've done some thumping. And that's what gives me the strength to continue on. Oh. Oh, I'm glad how generous the hitbox on this thing is. I am not a very big fan of precision weapons in games. Yo, I'm not a very big fan of precision weapons in games. Quote from the guy who mains Sniper in Team Fortress 2. I don't know, I've always just preferred kind of spray and pray methods of fighting, just like, you know, I just call it like oppressive fire. Just, yeah, you guys actually do the hard work, I'll just lay down support fire. So you'd think I would like Heavy or like Demo Man more, which I do like them, but I don't know. I feel like Sniper in TF2 is the only use case in a game where I'm like, yeah, I like the precision weapon in this. And I feel so bad, because I don't know if you've played much TF2 or if you do, but just in case like you don't, Sniper in Team Fortress 2 is an incredibly contentious character. And again, as a Sniper main, I wholeheartedly agree, he needs something to be done to him to, like, make him more fit the game in a balance context, because, TF2 is not the kind of game where you should be able to just instantly kill somebody from all the way across the map if you have a big enough sight line. That just doesn't fit within the game's, design philosophy. He sticks out so much. But I love him, though. I love the funny New Zealand man. How do I get rid of you again? Do I just... Oh, wait, you want electricity? Yeah. Oh, no, wait, I can... Okay, I mean, yeah, that works too. I'm fine with that. Oh, oops. I really should be begging more of these guys. I'm, like, really running out of ammo. I just need more health. Need more health. Oh wait, no, this is where I'm going. No, that's also not where I'm going. I thought those were stairs. Oh, okay, here we go.
This place is falling apart.
Strange Steve did.
From the distance, I thought she had a sombrero on, because her side horns looked like the brim and the little feathers looked like the little, like, top part of the hat.
Well, I'll help as I can, but I still need to get upriver and take out Secto.
But tell him, man, there's too many wallers outside for us to kick butt on. We're gonna get stopped. But hey, if Strange Steve here can get to the city's outer walls and help us get to the city's cannons, yeah, that's what we need to do.
Well, Let's get going.
Steve Dude, wait! Hey, before you go,
Steve
take
Dude.
this. It's badass armor. And it's the best stuff we got. So you go, dude. Smack 'em up, man.
Smack him up, man.
You and our buddies, we'll go up there and fight that secto demon prick. We'll go to the dam and free our water dudes.
I love these little guys so much. Yeah, yeah, here go the boom bats. I know there's an upgrade for the zap flies. Where exactly they are, I'm not sure, but, I'm sure we'll get it, like, just before, like, the game ends, probably. Wow, yeah, these are so much better now, holy shit. But yeah, I love the armor design for Stranger at this point in the game. It's so cool looking. I love the curved horns that he gets. It's not often in, like, games, in, like, armor designs, whenever there are, like, R horns on, like, armor and stuff, they usually do, like, the like, hooked forward-facing horns, but never the, like, curved horns. Only other game I think of that does that is, in Skyrim. If you're playing as, like, the, you know, female Dragonborn, then the horns have, the curves. Yeah, and I don't know if you, like, picked up on this. It took me a while to realize this, but, I'm using literal live ammo. It's just, the ammo is literally live. Because when you start out in the game, you have to, like, hunt for your ammo. But now, at this point, you just have, like, the ammo bag where it just, like, regenerates your ammo. Because there's... Have I had all of them? Yeah, there's the Stunk, the Bolamite, which I love the Bolamites because I love spiders in real life. Like, spiders, tarantulas, they're, like, one of my favorite types of creatures. They've always... not, like, meant a lot to me, but I've always just really found them, like, fascinating. I just think they're really cool. And then you got the chipmunks, which are little... I'll see if, like, maybe I can find, like, a more quiet area and I'll, like, bump the volume up, but these little guys, when you throw them down, they, Huh? Okay, wait one sec. I'll get rid of these guys and then I'll, come on. Get down on it. Bow, 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 bow. But yeah, let me find, like, a little area and I'll, like, bump the volume up so you can, like, hear them. Like, when you throw them down. They, like, taunt the enemies, like, come over and, like, check them out. Because, let me... I think the volume was, like, around there? Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, because I should explain what they do, too. These guys just stun multiple enemies. These guys are, like... You shoot them and they, like, wrap them up so you can, like, bag and tag them more easily. These guys attract people over. These are, like, basically your, like, pistol handgun ammo where it's just infinite ammo, charge shot, rapid fire, so, you know, no matter what, you'll never, Sure thing, stranger. You'll never be fully out of ammo. These guys I love. The fuzzles. They're just, like, a little trap where, when they detect, like, an enemy, they'll, like, jump over to them and just start, like, ripping them apart. Again, if you played Munch's Odyssey, you'll remember the fuzzles from that. Thud slugs are just basically your, like, riot shotgun, just heavy fatigue damage. Boom bats, they're, like, your grenades, and then these guys are, like, your machine gun, just big, fast damage. I haven't used the Bolamites in so long, I should start using them. But yeah, just start shredding them to pieces. And yeah, that's like, when they're like wrapped up like that. So you can like get them alive and like, again, when we were a bounty hunter, you'd get more money for begging and taking people alive than it would be dead. But it's just, you know, it's easier to kill them and then beg them, but you get way less money for getting them. But you can get them alive, but if you did them alive, they were also way harder to, like, actually knock down and then beg, but you get more money. Yeah, exactly. God, I forgot how good the puzzles actually are in this for, like, just getting them, like, killed and, like, downed. I actually don't use these guys a lot either.
Hey, good luck sailing up the sector, dude. Our guys will meet you up there with catapults. We'll give you support fire when you're coming in.
And yeah, I don't think I've mentioned it in this stream either, but this game has an unbelievably amazingly good soundtrack. It's now like a lot of like big like orchestral, like, you know, kind of like epic score type of music, but earlier on it was like western twang, like how'd I put it, like not like cowboy music, because I feel like that could make it sound like a little like upbeat, but like I guess kind of like gritty cowboy music. Now it's like big, like epic orchestral, like, you know, big blockbuster, wow, like, you know, movie soundtrack. And yeah, this game has a really, really good soundtrack. And very blissfully, because I was concerned about, you know, just copyright BS on YouTube, but thankfully the composer, Michael Bross, allows it to be on YouTube. It just has, like, you know, doesn't affect the video at all, nothing gets impacted, but, and I'm not, you know, not monetized yet. I think I have literally, like, 16 subscribers on YouTube. If I ever do get, like, monetization enabled on YouTube, I believe all ad revenue will go to Michael Bross, but hey, you know what? I'm completely fine with that. I just want more people to know about this game. I just want more people to know. I want this game to get the recognition that, like, it really, really deserves. I remember the only other, like, strike notification thing I got on my, YouTube channel was I did, like, a short from when I did, like a puzzle game, like, I call them, Mike used to do them a lot, they were called, like, grab bags, where it's just, here's, like, a ton of games back to back to back, like, rapid fire. So yeah, after this.
We're going into lockdown. Activate the first lock. Okay, activate the second lock. Guard those locks, boys. Make sure no one makes it in.
Oh, we're making it in. We're making it in, alright.
To open that gate, it looks like I needs to activate them 2 locks.
And I know that here, there's another way of getting in, through, like, an alternate way, and on the Steam version you actually get, like, an achievement for doing that, but, I'm just gonna raw dog it.
Gonna be pounding this place soon. I best get in there quick.
Yeah, so I did, it was just like a big grab bag of like a ton of different puzzle games, because, you know, I think we talked about it last night actually in Mike's stream. yeah, I've just gotten a much bigger appreciation for puzzle games as I've gotten older. And yeah, one of them that I played was Aqua Aqua. I'm pretty sure that was us that talked about it last night. I was talking to a couple people in this room, so yeah, my bad if it was somebody else. But the clip specifically that I got, it was from, this is like insanely loud now, hold on, one sec. It was, okay, cool. Again, my memory is horrible, so I was like, oh god, I don't want to be like, yeah, we talked about this, and you're like, what the hell are you talking about? What is, ow, oh, you know, what is blood waffling about, as the young'uns say? Yeah, you shrink and melt down in that water there. But it was Wario's Woods that I was playing, and I got, like, trapped in between a ton of, like, the creatures, and, the thing came down and, like, crushed me to death, and I thought the, like, death animation, even though it was just Toad turning into, like, a little, like, mushroom icon, I thought it was really weirdly brutal. Oh, for some reason. Oh my god. So I was like, oh my god, I can't believe Toad just fucking died. He's dead. He's actually dead for real. And so I named the short, I can't believe Toad is fucking dead. He's really dead for real. And I got a, like, warning where it was like, hey, this short goes against our community, guidelines. And I think it was noted for, like, promotion of violence or showing graphic imagery, and I think the YouTube just saw the title and was like, he's showing like a dead guy or something, so I had to go back and change the title and make it a lot less, like, obvious. I wasn't upset or anything from it. Honestly, I thought it was more funny than anything, because you watch the, like, short, and then read the title, and then just see, warning, your content has been, like, community guide striked for, like, you know, not following community guidelines. It's like, dog, be so for real right now. I need to, like, blow you up. Oh. Yeah, he's dead. He's gone. No, right? it's like that, then it's like, again, like, you watch the clip and you're just like, this is just like it's just a dumb Mario game. I never thought, like, a Mario game would be the thing to get me my first, like, community guideline strike of all the games. Cause same thing, before I had to put all my stuff in a storage unit, I started playing the Punisher game on the original Xbox. I was actually kind of concerned that I would actually get in trouble for that on Twitch, because that game, I think specifically in the UK and Australia, was super, super, super controversial because of the execution scenes in that game that you could, like, do to people that you interrogated. Which, it's so funny, because when you watch them in full, the executions are kind of, like, over the top and, like, insane. They're kind of funny, honestly. But, that was, like, yeah, it was, like, super, super duper controversial. And I was concerned that I would actually get in trouble for streaming that, which, weirdly enough, did I not do this properly? Oh god, I think I didn't do it properly, what suck. But yeah, because I found out that Twitch actually has a list of, like, where they're like, hey, you are not allowed to stream these games. And some of them on there are pretty interesting, I will say. There's one that I'm not even sure if I can even say the title of it on the stream, honestly. But, all I'll say is that it was made by, a very hateful, very bad group of people. Oh, wait. Wait. Okay, is it good now? Oh, wait. Wait, okay, that's... wait. Okay, I think my stupid ass knows what to do now. But yeah, it's, you know, there's stuff like that on there, which, you know, understandable. I don't know why anybody would want to play stuff like that. Those kind of games just shouldn't even, like, exist, kind of thing. But then you got stuff like Honey Pop on there, which, like, you know, look, I'm not one for Gooner games, but I think putting, like, a Gooner game on the same level as this, like, actually genuinely hateful and, like, horrifically bad thing is, like, kind of insane. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah, right, Punisher game. Yeah, so, you know, in a game like Punisher, where you're, like, putting dudes' heads into buzzsaws and, like, dropping them into trash compactors and, like, smashing their heads. The one that, like, I think of a lot is, like, when you're, like, smashing the dude's head against the toilet to, like, interrogate him. The scene is so funny. Literally, like, you grab him, you go over to the toilet, and the Punisher just deadpan goes, "Your life means nothing to me," and then you just start fucking smashing his head against, like, the toilet. I'm shocked that I didn't get, like, any strikes for that game. None whatsoever. But Wario's Woods, that's where we draw the line. That's where it's like, nah, this is not okay. This is where it's just too extreme. I remember this scene being really, really cool, and I unfortunately preemptively ruined it by blowing everything up way too quickly. But yeah, if you never played the Punisher game as well, that game's really, really good. It's basically just Marvel flavored Max Payne. So if you like the original Max Paynes and you want like a decent Marvel game, that's a pretty good one. I recommend. You know, won't like, you know, light the world on fire, not like the most like amazing thing ever, but like for like a licensed like comic game from, you know, 2004. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's enjoyable. Yeah, at this point, I think we say goodbye to the boat for good. Where is... There we go. But yeah, I was playing that, and I was really, really enjoying it, but, I, you know, had to put all my stuff in the unit, get that all ready to go. So, I only ever got to play the one episode of it, and I was really, really liking what I did. And, once I get everything in the new place, everything all set up, then I'll go back to that. But I remember in the first stream after the Punisher one, I feel like this is still, like, a little loud. One sec. Audio balancing. I hardly know her. I think the game that I started playing after actually was Bonanza. Because I have a rule where if I start a game, I have to finish it, no matter what, even though I've literally broken that rule, like, I think twice already. But yeah, if I start a game, I gotta finish it. Oh, I'm out of boom bats. Can I use this? Yeah, I don't do audio stuff very well. I just kind of raw dog it and hope that it's good. But I started Bonanza, and it was one of those things where, like, when I started playing it, I was like, hey, to all, like, 2 people that were really enjoying the Punisher stuff, my apologies, we will eventually get back to it. And hey, what? To quote Master Chief, Mr. Chef, don't make a girl a promise you can't keep, so I will finish that, but it's just a case of, like, when I actually get everything back. Where am I going? Let me just throw it there. Did I miss a staircase in here? Am I stupid? Is there a lore reason? They're probably just looking at Stranger being like, what the hell is he doing? He's just like walking around in circles. Yeah, right? That's the thing that's so funny too, is I go from, again, your life means nothing to me, smashing people's heads. Oh, it's over here, okay. Smash people's heads into toilets, fucking killing them, putting them in the buzzsaws to just, oh, banana. I know, it's funny too, because, oh gosh. Do I have boom bats? Yeah. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Yeah, I've always been like just such a big fan of Mike, even like when I was like a teen, fresh out of high school, like watching him. He's probably like aside from like Vinny Vine Sauce, yeah, Vinny Vine Sauce, uh, Vine Sauce Joel, them the big funny boys. Okay, we're going back to the boat. Um, Mike was like my, he's like, just like my biggest inspiration for like always wanting to stream. And then during his hiatus, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try and fill that void. I wanna make stuff like him. I think even during Bonanza, I had like mentioned Mike and like let me in. Him just being like a big inspiration to me. Cause I remember even when they first announced Bonanza, aside from me being like, holy shit, new Donkey Kong, my immediate first thought was, God, I wonder what Mike thinks about this. I hope he's doing well. So to have him come back middle... Yeah, no, right. I think it's so funny that during his stream, his comebacks from he was like, what the fuck? Who are all of you people? Why are you all here? And it's so... Because, like, same thing, like, it's been so long that, like, remembering all the different bits and all the different things that have happened, it's like, God, like... It feels like nothing's changed, and like in like a good way. Like I love it so much, but it's kind of awkward now because I'm like, damn, well, the guy that I was inspired by and that I wanted to, kind of fill that void. Well, that void is filled. It's filled by him. We're good now. So I'm like, well, what do I do?
Unlock the blue lock. All right, get your asses in there. Come on, move. Get out of my way.
And yeah, it's so funny that he was streaming Finny because that's a game that I impulsively bought at my work one day because I was like, huh, this is a PS2 ass looking game. And I felt like I was the only person that like knew about it because there's somebody else in the chat that said something that was so incredibly true where they're like, the PS2 is so fun because it had like a billion games that that got released for it like this that sold like 7 copies and no more, and it's like that is so unbelievably fucking real. The PS2 library is so fun because there's just so many weird games that like nobody knows about, and it's so fun to just go through and be like, I feel like I'm like one of like 100 people that even know this game exists. But yeah, I was at work when I got on the initial night. I remember because I somehow missed the also I feel like I should probably say like, yeah, like thank you, like at this point I'm like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna do my own thing. Speaking of doing my own thing, where the hell am I going? Oh right, literally the ropes. I had that issue before where I was like, where am I supposed to go, literally staring at the rope. Let me get this out. But yeah, the initial night, because I guess I just somehow managed to miss the upload on like his VOD channel where he was like, hey, I'm coming back in like a week or so. So when I was at work and I was like, just sitting there doing whatever, and I like looked at my phone and I was like, oh, a Twitch notification, huh? Because I'm friends with somebody else who's like a pretty like cool Twitch streamer in the city. So when I started, he was like, hey, yeah, like what's your thing? I'll follow you. So we did the old follow for follow, and so I thought it was him going live. So I was like, oh, cool, B Flatten is going live, neat. And I looked at the notification, I just saw Mike Panutz's back, and like, I still remember the feeling that I had where I was just looking at that and I was like, huh, what the fuck? And I remember just seeing that and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I was so worried at first. I was like, oh god, did like Mike's account get hacked and like somebody's doing some weird shit? And then I looked and it was like an updated profile picture and like all the new BRBs that he's done are so like cool. I love them all so much. And yeah, like just seeing that I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then yeah, like seeing all the old usernames that I still remembered, I was like, what? Oh my fucking god, like is this actually happening? And then, I was like, shit, well, yeah, I'm at work, I can't really like, just be watching a stream, so I did I just come back from doing that? Wait. My hungry ass got to check. Okay, I did do that. Is it open? Was I just literally not paying attention to the cutscene? No, wait. Huh. Something down here? Do I just gotta get these guys? Go, my fuzzles. Is there a guy over here? Where is he? Oh no, he can be the sole survivor. He can be the one with like survivor's guilt, that's fine. Okay, yeah, I didn't get this one. Or did I? Oh god, I'm having a streamer moment. Or do I just have to come up here? Oh, there's a switch. Yeah. Oopsie. Oh, double oopsie, holy shit.
Oh, what the hell is that? Pathetic Steve. Say hello to my little pet.
Oh. Okay, wriggle the left stick or repeatedly press the... Okay.
Got a shake free.
Oh. Oh. He's got me in the goo. Can I just, like... Yeah, oh. He's got me in the Nickelodeon slime, in the Nickelodeon gap. Alright, cool. But yeah, seeing like, and then yeah, going back and seeing that, I was like, how did I just miss this? I feel like I would have like, just had that like video on my radar. But yeah, I was at work, finished my shift, and then I had to like wait for the bus like to come around. So I was like, let me see, like, is this still going? And I was like, yeah, that's his voice. That's him. Mike's back. Can't believe that. Not to just... I feel like so bad. I feel like I'm like glazing the fuck out of him right now, and I know he's very much like, he even said in like the chat, he's like, no, I am not your friend. We are not here to like make friends. You are my viewers. That's it. And good on him. Fucking good on him. Way too many people, I think, are just way too comfortable with like parasociality happening and it just getting really out of hand. Because again, I don't know the full story of what happened, but I know a big contributing factor to him leaving was people just being really weird and intrusive on his life. So it's like, yeah, you know what? Good on you for immediately setting those boundaries. Like, very early on. Like, good. I also like, too, that, like, he again, I'm glad that he, like, as he put it, he just, knows himself better. He's more willing to just be like, look, this is how it's going to be type of thing. And I'm glad that he established that he was like, look, guys, even though, I even remember when he was like, I don't know if I'm for sure going to be back. I was like, dog, ain't nobody redraws all of their BRBs and profile pictures without at least the intent to do it for like a little bit further. But I'm, again, glad that he was like, look, guys, I'm not going to be streaming, like, forever. Like, that was just what my life completely was. Like, honestly, oh my god, I'm getting fucking... Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Holy shit! Get away from me. Get away from me. Oh my god, there's two of them? Holy shit. No. He's fucking zapping me. But yeah, honestly, I would honestly prefer if he did just, fewer streams on the whole, but just have them be, like, you know, just better, higher quality. Because I remember when I first started, because again, me being just a little... What? Oh, he's up there. You know, me being the little... Oh, I love Mike so much, I want to be just like him when I grow up. When I first started, the initial plan was I was going to do 2 games for a couple hours every single night. I stopped that shit immediately on the first stream, because I was like, oh my god, this is a lot to do. So then I downgraded to just 1 game. I believe, like, I did even, like, every night. Just 1 game every night, which was more manageable, but still just like, wow, this is, like, a lot. So then I did 1 game every other night. And then once I finished Bonanza, I was like, okay, that was cool. I'm happy I did this. I'm only going to do on, like, my days off now, because I would much rather do, like I said earlier, like, with, you know, like, fewer streams, but have them be way longer and have them be more higher quality as well, because, I don't know, I feel like quality over quantity is just so much better, not just for stream, but, like, feel for the VODs as well. Like, it's just better to do, you know? Also, I hope I'm being entertaining, because, I usually stream to an audience of, like, none, generally. I've joked with my friends, and the people that, like, I've shown, like, my, like, just clips and whatnot to, I like to joke that I've gotten very, very good at entertaining an empty audience, because there really were some streams where just nobody tuned in the entire time, and I'm just like, fuck it, I'll just talk about whatever comes to mind. Thank you. Like, legitimately means, like, a lot to, like, hear that. I guess I can talk about, like, a little bit more of my, like, stream history, some of the things I've done. The very, very first game I ever played on stream was, again, though, my whole deal, the whole gimmick, I guess, is if I have the original hardware, I will stream it, doing the hardware and the original game. So the very first game I did was, the original, like, the original Resident Evil, but on Sega Saturn, because I goddamn love the Sega Saturn. It is my favorite system of all time. I guess that's a good way to bridge into this. The origin of my username is, there was an ad campaign in Japan for the Sega Saturn that, they had this dude who's an actor who dressed up as, like, a dude in a, like, martial arts gi, and his name was Segata Sanshiro, and his whole gimmick was, he would ask people if they liked Sega Saturn, or if they played Sega Saturn, and if they answered no, he would just beat the fuck out of them, and knock them unconscious. That's like, yeah, that's a good ad campaign right there. And so, you know, I was like, okay, Segata, yeah, no, I'm so glad somebody else knows about that, because every person I tell them, they're like, oh, I've never heard of that. I'm like, yeah, like, look it up, the commercials are, like, hilarious. And then I was like, well, I can't just literally have it be Segata Sanshiro, because that's, I don't know if Sega even still owns the copyrights to that character. He was in, like, one of the Project Cross Zone games, I'm pretty sure. Who the hell is zapping me? What the fuck is going on? I was like, you know, I imagine they still have the copyright on that him, and they probably wouldn't be thrilled about me, like, just aping their character. So I was like, what else? And so I looked over at, like, because I had, like, a tab open. What is even shocking me? Is it the machines? Oh, okay, it's the machines. I had, like, a tab open, and it was, like, for, like, a Doctor Doom figurine or something like that. I'm like, huh. I mean, Doctor Doom's my favorite, like, Marvel character. I know, Segata Von Doom, so that's, like, you know, where that comes from. But, yeah, I streamed Resident Evil on Sega Saturn for the first time because I have a really, really big issue with, I'll play a game for like 4 or 5 hours and be like, man, this game is so cool, this is awesome, I'm having such a great time, and then I'll drop it for like 4 years and then come back to it then. My backlog isn't just a backlog at this point, it's a whole goddamn, like, catalog. It's a fucking library of games. Yeah, it's such a weird version of the game, because they had to, it wasn't just a case of like, oh, just put like the PS1 version on a disc. Because of how the PS1 and the Sega Saturn handled like 3D models and vertices differently, they had to they had to like effectively rebuild the game from the ground up. So if you ever look at gameplay of the two of them, Jill and Chris look, god damn it, let me up. Jill and Chris look very, very different in those two versions, and the Sega Saturn also has an exclusive thing called a battle mode, which was almost like a precursor to the like, I've never played the original Resident Evil 3. I think it's called like, it's like the Mercenaries mode in 3, where you pick a character and then you have to like get out of like Raccoon City in time. It's almost like a weird precursor to that, with really, really weird exclusive enemies like a zombie Wesker and a golden tyrant. And those are the only appearances of those characters, and should probably be stated, just knowing how much Wesker appears in the rest of the series, that mode is definitely not canon. But yeah, I played that because that is like one of my favorite games of all time, but I never actually finished it, and it was really embarrassing that I never did, because I would always get up to like, the like guardhouse section around there, and then I would just drop the game for whatever reason. It's not even necessarily that I was like, oh, I'm not enjoying this anymore, it's just, I would get to there, and then I'd be like, okay, on to a different game, and I didn't like that. I feel like, for me personally, I don't believe this for like everybody, but I feel like if I'm gonna call something like, you know, one of my favorite games of all time, I should beat it like at least once, right? Like that should just, I should just do that. So I made a point to have that be my first game, so that way, you know, if I don't finish Resident Evil, everybody can call me out on it and be like, hey, fucker, you didn't finish this. Yeah, in fact, what I do, because all my stuff is like self-done, like through streaming, I've learned like video editing, I've learned like, you know, just doing all like the different things like that. I made like an abridged version of the entire playthrough with like, you know, for lack of better terms, a Darien Breen. That's what I name it. Yeah, it's really good that I just like said my entire fucking name, huh? Oh, well, whatever, I've done it before. You know, it's a Darien Funny Moments compilation, effectively. So, like, the whole it's weird. In the game, it said, these guys have a lot of health. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, he turned into gas. He turned into Brap. Okay, bye, I guess. Sure. But yeah, in the game, in the credits, like, I guess, spoilers for my stream, it said that it took me like 6 hours and 50 minutes, which, for like a first complete playthrough of, of Resident Evil 1, I feel like that's like decent time. But, what was I talking about? Right, yeah, the actual, like, VOD length, or not VOD length, but, like, all the, like, VOD parts put together was, like, well over 10 hours, I think, because, god, there is this one point where I just would not stop fucking dying to hunters, and it was so goddamn embarrassing. But yeah, I chopped it all down to like an hour and 15 minutes of like a highlight reel of like the best of the best, and I put my own like stupid little edits into there, just like a lot of the editing I did was when it was like 1 to 2 in the morning, so I'll just very impulsively like put sound effects or like visuals in, and I'd be like, oh yeah, that's funny, and then I watched it like during the day later, and I was like, yeah, this is definitely still funny. What I originally wanted to do, I had the plan to do because I thought it would have been really, really... Get the fuck off of me, holy shit.
You're going down.
Can I beg you?
Your time has
I
come,
can't.
punk.
Yeah, your time's come, punk. Shit, what was I thinking of? Oh yeah, so, yeah, for real, God, I completely forget. Oh yeah, what I wanted to do, was in one of the parts, I swear to God, because again, this is like my very first time getting that far in the game. I did not realize how incredibly limited health items were later on in the game, and I have a thing. It's such a curse in survival horror games where I feel the need to compulsively just stop and fight everything. So, ammo was never an issue in my playthrough. It was health items that were. I played very, very recklessly. So by the end, when I had to fight Tyrant, I had one mixed herb left, and I was on red health, and I was playing as Jill. So, like, even after taking the herb, it was like 4 hits and he would kill me immediately. I think I cumulatively had like a solid hour and a half of failed Tyrant attempts. And what I ended up doing, because again, I have a very big point of not editing down the full VODs. I want them to be full for like, the authentic viewing experience, so to say. But I was like, man, nothing happened in this like hour or so of Tyrant attempts in like the first part. So I was like, I'm just gonna like chop this down. I almost just jumped right in there. Like I just didn't even like think for a second. Yeah, it was like an hour or so of Tyrant attempts. So I chopped that all out. I kept the first attempt in, but then I chopped the rest out and I just put on like a black screen explain where I was like, hey man, oh, they're dead. They're dead. I just put a thing explaining like, hey, there was like an hour of Tyrant attempts on here that all failed. All that happened was me getting continually more deflated and sad sounding as it went on. You're not missing anything with a sad face, and I was playing like the Sonic 2 Game Over music. But that is where, yeah, our boys are fucking dead. We gotta save our boys. We gotta save them. Yeah, everybody overlay your sound effects. Sounds of native voices on the attack. Fuck yeah. I remember this part, me getting stuck on this for a bit. They will pay for this. I can't do a very good mic impression. Yeah, this I remember slightly brick walling me for a bit when I was a kid, because it just never occurred to me that I can run way faster in third person. Get out of my way. God, I'm getting like flashbacks to when I did this first when I was younger. I'm curious if I could do this on the first go around this time. Yeah, I will. I'll finish my thought. What I was going to say about like my VOD stuff later, but I gotta focus, gotta lock in. Yeah, this music's so good. There. You know what this kind of reminds me of? The classic Metroid escape sequence. That's a game I've really gotta, like, again, sit down and, like, properly finish as Super Metroid. I've never finished Super Metroid, and that's a game, especially being as big of a Nintendo fan as I am, I feel like I kind of owe it to, like, finishing that game. Can't jump. Let me... Yeah, because originally what I was going to do, was I was going to do, like, a big best of like the first 3 months of my streams, but then when I realized that it took me 5 days to do just the Resident Evil thing, I was like, you know what, maybe I'm just gonna do these all individually instead, because I don't have the time to do this. But yeah, the Resident Evil one, I had a ton of fun making it, so I'm probably gonna do more. Just a case of like, oh god, I may just actually die, straight up. Let me, oh, fuck. I need to... Oh, fuck! Oh my god! Get me out of here! Oh my god! Oh! Oh my god. Okay, I'm basically right back to where I started. I think it's actually just right up here where I gotta go, so like... Let me just, Oh god, no. Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm fucking dead. This was the part. This was the part that brick-walled me. I remember this stopping me dead in my tracks a ton. Oh shit. Yeah, don't give up, Steve. Let's see if I can dodge. Duck, dove, dove. Duck, dive, dodge, dip, dodge, and weave. Okay, at least I know like where I'm going now. Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm just gonna have to... Okay. I think when I get to that part, I'm just gonna have to preemptively get the crossbow out and like be ready to just fire on him. I'm gaming. I'm gaming. Is this where I'm going? No, that's not where I'm going. Where am I going? Right over here. No, wait, this is where I came from, wasn't it? Yeah, shit, where am I going again? Oh, I think this is a failed attempt. Oh. I think I fucked myself. Right, it was... No, not that. Wait, is that where I go? Wait. Oh, it was up here. Shit. Yeah, I think I'm what the kids may call cooked. Oh, I'm really cooked now. You know what? I'm just, Wait, really? This isn't hurting me? Or wait, is it hurting me? I don't know. Regardless, that was the... Yeah, I just had to restart. I was like, yeah, that's a failed attempt right there. Right, what I was talking about way... You're right, just self-immolation failed. What I wanted to do was I wanted to take the compilation of every single time I died to Tyrant and just rapid-fire show all of them all at once while the song Send in the Clowns plays, that like circus song, that dun 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 dun, and have it like play in, or like have it show in beat to the song. I thought that would have been incredibly funny, but alas, I didn't have the full original VOD still saved. I only had the chopped down version, so I couldn't do my big funny idea. I was ready to hang up the towel and be like, damn, that's a shame. But then I remembered I had a different game that I could do that with. Right, it's through here. It's not through here. Oh, fuck, where am I going? Over here. This is it. Okay. Okay, we're cooking. We're cooking. We got this. We're going. Get over here. But yeah, I couldn't do it, but thankfully... Can I harvest you? I had another game that I failed horribly on. I'm just gonna go. I had another game that I had a shitload of deaths back to back to back that I could reuse that idea for. You ever play the original Rayman? Which, fun fact, that is also on the Sega Saturn and also on the Atari Jaguar, which I think is really, really funny and really, really cool. That game, if you haven't played it, is so unbelievably, insanely fucking hard that, fun fact, the developers never actually play tested that game, so there's a ton of stuff in the game that is literally just not feasible to do. Which, fun fact as well, that I learned while I was streaming it, yeah, every single speedrun of that game is a 100% speed through, because you have to collect everything in order to... Let me get this ready. You have to... Oh, can I actually harvest you quickly? Yeah, every single speedrun is a 100% speedrun, because you have to collect everything to actually get to the final part of the game. I don't know why I wasted those. Oh god. Yeah, you have to collect everything to finish the game. I got to the second world, I think it's called Bongo Hills. I got to there before I just gave up, and I was like, guys, I can't do this, because you wanna know how fucking long I was on one single part of the game for? I was on that part for, I think, an hour and 50 minutes before... Yeah, we did it! Yeah, fuck yeah! I was on that part, if you know the part I'm talking about, it's, when you... Oh, thank god there's no more timer. It's, where you're platforming on the little, tiny, little, like, metal bars that are, like, the width of Rayman. I was stuck on that for, like, an hour and 45 minutes. I milled through 2 of the, what's it called? I milled through 2 of the 99 lives cheat code in one sitting before I finally was just like, guys, I can't fucking do this. I literally am not good enough, and I had to give up. So I'm gonna reuse that bit for that best of compilation, because that was a very funny moment, or like a funny idea, and I want to use that in some way. Also, yeah, we are just actually gonna finish the game tonight. Oh god, yeah, that was like... You probably made the right decision. That game is insanely fucking hard. But yeah, I didn't realize that, yeah, we're like at the end of the game.
Steve is here now. I feel it. But without him, the natives will fall. Deal with this problem, but be careful with his head. I have a special place for it.
I actually really want to play Rayman 2 on stream, because that's another game where I played it when I was very young, kind of a little too young to understand like objectives in games and whatnot, because I am 26, born in 1999, so I feel like around the time that game came out was when I was still just a fucking little wee lad. And, you know, had that game. I distinctly remember having that game, but never finishing it because, you know, again, I didn't really understand the idea, the concept of, like, objectives in games. So I'd love to go back to that, having basically a fresh, like, mind going in. I do have a Dreamcast, so, thank you for the recommendation. I will try my best to get it on the Dreamcast, and I'll do it through that version. But yeah, I would go in effectively with just, you know, fresh brain. Yeah, I was just a wee little lad. But yeah, going with fresh... Can you, like, stop breakdancing on me? Get out of here. But it would be effectively a new experience for me.
Come on out, Secto. Your chumps are through, and you got nowhere to run. Looks like I'd kill you myself now. Bring it on. Huh? Die, pathetic Steve. This place is falling apart. Now, like your ancestors, you will die at my hands. You'll fail.
Yeah, damn, this really is just like end of the game. I'm assuming I damaged these. Yeah, okay, we're good. Oh! god, he gave me the good suck. Oh my god. Thud slug, and yeah, just keep this. What the fuck is that one phrase? When you a gangsta and you nut, but she's still sucking? I think that's it. It's been so long since I've said that. That's effectively just what happened there. Ugh. Please. I need more boom bats, like, right now. Boom bats. Collect the boom bats. Oh! Please. Oh, yeah, there's a lot right here. Ow. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah. Brain breaks. I really need to go back and watch, like, a ton of those really old VODs, because, like, again, like, almost 7 years on of, like, streams, there's so many bits that, like, as people were saying them in the chat, I was like, oh my god, I haven't thought about that, like, in years. Like, oh my god. Also, really funny thing too, if you ever go back and watch, Mike's Grab by the Ghoulies streams, I can't remember which part it's in, but there's a part where he actually directly calls me out and asks where the bonus book is in one of the levels, because he literally, I remember when it happened, it was so like, wait, is this cutscene? Oh, it's the final cutscene. Okay, I'll shut it. Let this play. I'll continue after.
What was that? Steve! Steve, you kicked Vernon!
Very, very strong symbolism. I actually remember this part, like, making me fucking cry when I was a little kid. Not, like, super, super duper cry, but, like, get pretty teary-eyed.
It's the old Steve!
Is the water free? Yeah, all free.
Yeah, that octopus thing was like brain controlling them. It looks a lot like the dudes from Abe's Odyssey, like the big corporate like big cats in that, in like the boardroom. Yeah, and I love this part so much too. Like just it's just such a good thing to end on. Yeah, you can say that there's like some symbolism of like the corporate greed literally invading his brain like a parasite. But yeah, that was Stranger's Wrath. Fuck, that game still holds up insanely well today. Um, Amazing game. Amazing, like, just one of the best, like, single player FPSs, like, ever made. Anytime people are looking for, like, they're like, hey, what, because people come into my work all the time and they always ask, like, for game recommendations. And anytime they're like, hey, I'm looking for, like, a good single player first person shooter, immediately ask, okay, what systems do you have? And if they say any that this is on, I'm like, okay, take this sticky note, get this game immediately. And yeah, I'm glad you showed up for the end too. I'm glad that you were here. Honestly, I think this is one of the best streams. Oh, the controller started to go to sleep. Honestly, I think this is one of the best streams I've ever had. I'm glad that I was entertaining and I was able to put on a show, so to say. But yeah, but I was talking about way earlier. I can't remember which part it is, but I know what room it was. It was in the servant dormitory. Because I'm obsessed with Grab by the Ghoulies. It's one of my favorite games like ever. In fact, I'm planning on playing that in October. October is going to be nothing but like scary or spooky games. Yeah, and like again, that just like means a lot to like hear. Like I'm so glad that like you're here and like you're having a great time. Like that's so like awesome. This is just the kind of stuff that like makes me so glad that like I stream. Like it's just so cool to like do stuff like this. Um God, I get on so many tangents. Right, yeah, because I was dropping just little bits of like trivia and stuff like that about Ghoulies development. Yeah, they're so good. Um and at one point he just kind of goes quiet for a second and he goes, Darian Breen, do you know where the bonus book in this level is? And I was like, what the fuck? Holy shit, he called me, because my username used to be just my name. But then when I started streaming, naturally, I switched it over to like the new username. Um, and yeah, I couldn't believe that he just directly called me out. Was like, hey, where is this? And then there was the point where he was going back and cleaning up all the other bonus books that he couldn't find, and because Grab by the Ghoulies is my favorite game ever, so I tuned in for. I was generally just a VOD watcher back then, but I made sure to tune in for those streams, and I was there to like be like, yeah, go here and like break open this, and like the bonus book will come out. And I remember, yeah, right, like it's it's so funny that that's just there now. It's just archived like forever. Um, and yeah, and I remember another point distinctly too. He was like, well, I'm glad that Darian is here to help out with these bonus books. Otherwise, like, we probably would have been here for way longer. Um, and I doubt Mike remembers at this point. I fucking barely remember it, but that was just such like a cool, whoa, I got acknowledged by him. And I don't know, it's stuff like that that always made me want to stream, to be able to be like, yeah, for lack of better terms, or I guess for just a lack of terms in general. Um, but yeah, oh, again, too, like I was saying, yeah, October is gonna be all like spooky games and like horror games, and I want Ghoulies to be the main headliner because I love how that game. Yeah, I guess I'll just let the attract mode play while we like talk. Yeah, I can imagine, right? Because same thing with my last name. Anytime I hear in Half-Life 2, the main antagonist, Dr. Breen, every time I hear that, anybody say that, I immediately, my ears perk up. And when I was younger, I actually considered, I was like, I might want to become a doctor so I can become the actual Dr. Breen. But then I hit, the gifted child burnout, and that obviously didn't happen. I didn't even get even remotely close to even, like, pursuing that, but it was just kind of a funny idea that I had. Um, right, yeah, Ghoulies. I like, probably my favorite thing about Grab by the Ghoulies is the fact that, oh, these are definitely the Xbox graphics, because, like, look at how, like, different the snow and stuff looks. Oh my gosh. Huh. Yeah, this is definitely this footage. Yeah, this footage absolutely is of the original Xbox version. Interesting. Well, I guess yeah, this is what it looked like originally. Um yeah, they updated the logo. That's weird. Um but yeah, my favorite thing about Ghoulies is the fact that it's like it's creepy but not like scary, right? Like Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube. Um Oh god, yeah, and there's even more videos in this where it's like these are compressed as hell. These are crunchy. But yeah, Ghoulies is like it's or yeah, sorry, like my brain is just like mush right now. Luigi's Mansion is like it's creepy and eerie but not like scary, which I think it's so great when there's like spooky media for kids, because I feel like there just isn't enough of that. Because there's like yeah, there's like Luigi's Mansion, more so like the GameCube one, Ghoulies, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Absolutely, spooky, goofy Halloween is like it is such a timeless, great like atmosphere aesthetic. Um, Another game I want to play during Halloween or like during October is if you've ever heard of it, it's the Haunted Mansion game. Now, it came out at the same time as the movie, but it is not based off the movie. No, no, no. It's based off of the ride from Disney World. I'm not even joking. As I was playing, I've never been to Disney World. I'm not much of a Disney head in general, but I was playing through it with some friends, and I kind of realized I was like, hey, this kind of follows the structure of the ride, and then near the end of the game, it does a thing that happens in the ride. I was like, oh my god, this game is an adaptation of the fucking ride. Yes, I'm so happy you know about that game. That game is so awesome. I love that game so much. It's like, again, like when people are like, hey, I want like a spooky game for October, or, you know, I like horror games a lot. I want to play one with my kid, but I don't want to play like Silent Hill or something too intense. What do you recommend? That is like my go-to one. It's so great. It can be finished in a single sitting. Um, it's really weirdly like really scary for like a kids game. Like there's like that lady that like screams at you, and just like the fucking doors that like have the zombie arms that like break out of them and claw you. Like it's a really weirdly scary game for a Disney thing. So I think it's another reason why I like it so much. So that's really high up there for like what I want to play. I have a whole list of games I want to play for October where like even if I don't get to them, I will just keep them in my back pocket for like following years. Um but yeah, what time is it? 6:30? I mean, we finished the game. We've let the demo attract mode play like twice now. I think it's probably time to stop, and yeah, yeah, I think we're good to end here. Thank you so much for sticking around, watching and talking. Ryan, I hope it's fine. I say your name on the stream. Um, I really appreciate you coming over from Mike's and just having a grand old time. I had a great time. Um, I'll be streaming again soon. My schedule now is like Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So if you happen to be around, then hey, what's up, man? Otherwise, hope to see you back again. Okay, cool. Good to know. Again, my memory is so bad, so I'll do my absolute best to remember that. But sorry if I'm like, hey, man. Um, just with your username, I'll probably remember it. But yeah. Anyways, we're all done for the night. I think I have in mind what I want to stream next, but I'll sit on it, think about it for like tomorrow. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a very, very nice night. Take care, and see everybody next time.
Don't give up. Challenge again.